We're talking with Dr. Milan Hollister. I'm Lisa Caprelli. With us is my co-host, Brian Gapps.
Dr. Hollister, you've spent much of your life pursuing sort of universal answers and questions that people have.
Yes.
Can we, how did that get started?
The PG version is a tumultuous upbringing, which I think puts a lot of people on the path. I don't think I'm exclusive to that. I just took it a bit further and traveled the world and studied probably every religious dogma, every book. I have more degrees than probably one person needs and a lot of student debt to show for that. But in that pursuit, I came up with some very basic things that kind of the underpinning of everything, and that were the 5 core values.
Can you tell us what they are?
They are love, truth, peace, right conduct, and nonviolence.
The book is Back to the Basics, 5 Core Values Revitalized.
Yes, so there's that. My book will give you more detail about that, but what I came to find out in my 7 years of travel is that no matter where you go, no matter who you are, no matter what you're trying to learn, these 5 values put into practice will make your life so much easier.
And we can find that information on your website, milanhollister.com, MILANHOLLISTER.com.
Just like California or the clothing company, yes, not to put a plug in for anybody.
And Dr. Hollister, you have international travel in your background, and so are a lot of these values just universal values?
They're completely universal values. If you look at any religious dogma, I mean, just even the basis of the 10 Commandments, this is what all religions teach. All religions. There's not one religion on the planet that does not teach love, telling the truth, making good choices, nonviolence. It just doesn't happen like that.
That's what makes you appealing as a person, is you have traveled the world. Share with us, where have you been? I know there's so many. Give us a recap.
I have lived, yes, I've lived all over, and I've traveled all over. I have lived in Seoul, Korea. I lived in Dubai. I lived in Barcelona, Madrid, Ibiza, of course here in the States, and I couldn't even begin to tell you where I've traveled. Many, many countries. I've lived in, I think it's now 16 American cities.
Wow.
So I've been there, done that, had the hat, the t-shirt, the foamy finger, keychains, and the refrigerator magnets, yes.
And a lot of this travel is related to education, either teaching or learning. It's not just you backpacking around the world, but really being involved in your expertise.
It started out as a way to make money because I am an online instructor, and I've been teaching for over 10 years.
University instructor.
University instructor, yes. And I was having a really difficult time finding permanent work here in the United States, and a friend of a friend said, hey, there's this opportunity, why don't you take it? And that's what started it, really, because I wasn't getting what I needed here, and I'm very adventurous anyway, so it kind of started out as a way to make money. But as I moved into these cultures and started to learn about them and immerse myself in them and take part in some of their rituals, really, I started to realize, because I've always been on, like, why am I, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Why did these, like everybody, why did these things happen to me? Why me? Why not her? Why don't I have the, just everything. I've always been a very questioning person about why life happens and so on and so forth. So as I was moving around the world, I just had this opportunity to kind of dig into all of these different cultures, and the seed of all of it was the same. I mean, it was always the same. So it didn't matter if it was Buddhism or Muslim or Catholic or it was all the same.